Well, if this 15-minute candle closes above 180s, then I will be looking for longs. I'm definitely thinking long. Just want a good entry. What I want to see now is just a retest of this white line plus the 2-hour zone, and then a bounce from there. If not, then I'll wait for a bounce from this 50% line. This is also why I have my white lines too, because if I FOMO'd into those buys and I didn't know this area was the area of interest, most likely would have gotten stopped out. Alright, I'm gonna take a long
Order
here.
filled.
My stop loss right below that 1 minute wick.
Order
I'm
filled.
gonna add to this. It's a very key area too. I need to see a nice push up. Okay, nice. I'm gonna break even here since I hit a 1-to-1. I'm gonna just lock in 500 here, so I don't like how it's moving. Lots of sellers just came in too.
Order filled.
Alright, got stopped out. Might take a long soon. Waiting for it to break this. What is this? 273 5-minute wick, which I think we are. Alright, I'm gonna
Order
take a long
filled.
here. Stop loss at 241. Pretty wide because it's a 3 micros, but I'm gonna go kind of break even here. Stop loss at 272. This is 1 minute candle. So if it breaks down from there, then I think it's just rejecting this white line again.
Order
Alright,
filled.
I got out of that. I don't like how it's moving. Well, that was it. I'm gonna call it a day. Great risk management. Trust me, I wanted to take that with 5 micros, but I didn't really want to risk too much. It's also like, if you have a green day, try your best to keep it green. I'm not saying stop trading after your first green trade, just, try your best to save that money. Alright, what's up, you guys? I know my hair looks crazy. I'm gonna wash it later after I work out, but let me show you the trades that I took. This is the first trade that I took. This second trade was a little baby one. It was only 3 micros. Only risked $22 on it. I was up a good amount, but I wanted to see it touch this area up here. Eventually it did do that, but either way, beautiful day. I do need to get better at holding my winners, because normally when I get a really good winner around 9:45 to 10 a.m., it keeps running that way for sometimes even 1,000 ticks. It depends on the day. Today, from my original entry, it went up 600 ticks, which is beautiful. But yeah, I mean, every day is a day to get 1% better. Today, we definitely did get 1% better. Followed our rules, very patient for literally everything. Patient for the entry. And yesterday, we weren't FOMO'd. Like, we didn't have FOMO into a trade, and we could have made money if we did FOMO into it. But I want to show you why you shouldn't FOMO into trades, right? Right over here, we had a very nice pump, nice breakout. I had already missed my entry from down here. So I was like, okay, let me chill out. If I see it close above my white line, which is literally just support and resistance, then I'm going to take a buy. I didn't though, because I didn't see a closure above the white line. So what I said was, I'm going to wait for a pullback. And that's exactly what we waited for. A white line plus the 15-minute range plus the zone. Couple confluences, and it was beautiful. But yeah, if I FOMO'd into the long right here, I would have gotten smoked. I would have lost the trade completely. But now that we are done trading, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to do a little workout. I'm going to go on a run or a bike ride. Not sure yet. Probably should do a run. Think I'm due for one. Because yesterday I went on a bike ride. Don't get me wrong, like the bike ride is very fun, but I should be burning. So I'm gonna take a break from that. Either way, if I go on a run now, I can definitely go on a bike ride later because it is gonna be warmer later. But one tip for you guys is that, especially for the people that live in Florida, gosh, you guys have nice weather almost every day. But I was gonna say, if you can go outside, get some sunlight. All right, just finished my bike ride. I didn't end up running, but I went on a bike ride. It was nice, a little chilly, but the weather is actually better, and my girlfriend's getting out of work soon, so maybe we would go out to a park or do something outside. I don't know. When it's warm up here in New York, nobody knows how to act because we're not really used to it. So we love being outside. But right now, what I'm gonna do is just edit yesterday's vlog. So technically, the one that you're watching is yesterday's, if that makes sense. But yeah, also, I'm thinking about switching my school community to WAP, and I'll explain why. It's the simple reason of not just because of the new owner. I forgot his name. What's his name? You guys know him, the new WAP owner. He's very famous. Y'all know him. Not because of that, but because I noticed that WAP is just more updated, For example, with WAP, you can kind of hire people on your team. Not really, but what you can do is you can create, how do I explain it? You can literally give kind of your students a job, or not even your students, just people that want to earn from you. And it's literally just by clipping you, right? So making short form content, and then you can pay them from that, which is really cool. And it's very up to date because I feel like today everyone's on that short form content, almost everyone. And I feel like you can get more views on short form content than on YouTube, but that's just me. But it would make sense because it's like faster views, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. So I'm gonna look into that, but right now I do have to edit. So yeah. All right, just finished editing and uploading that mini vlog from yesterday. I actually need to record a trade recap from today because I kind of forgot. So I'm about to do that right now. But before I do that, I want to talk about how to stay motivated and disciplined during tough market conditions. With the tariffs going on with Trump in the market, it's been a very tough market to trade in, which is fine because every time the market is tough, you learn something, right? But sometimes when you blow accounts over and over again, it's very hard to stay motivated. And I feel like for me, every time I lose that motivation, it's because I forgot my why, right? Why did I start trading in the first place? Yes, it's to make money, but most importantly, it's because I wanted the freedom. And I really got reminded of this when about 2 weeks ago, I visited my old job, which was uh overnight grocery stocker. And I was at the grocery store. I actually saw my old boss. He's very nice. He said hi. I said hi. And looking around, I was just like, damn, like I really used to work here overnight. And it was just such a lonely journey for me because number one, I didn't have any friends that I used to work with. Normally, when you're working a job and you have a friend, it's way easier. I didn't have no friends at that job. Okay. So every time I got there, it was just like, okay, here's another day, Some days I would get to the job and just start crying because some days when I had to go to the job, there would be like a family party or something and I'd be missing out because I needed to work. Also, working overnight gets very lonely. Nobody's awake at that time. So, yeah, just revisiting that job, or sorry, the grocery store, it just gave me these, not flashbacks, but it just reminded me of my why. And that is freedom, you know, getting to choose what you want to do, getting to choose who you want to be, you know, and trading is just a beautiful thing because you can be your own boss in every way, And this, there is no limit to trading, which is a plus. But yeah, if you're ever feeling unmotivated for this trading stuff, or you blown multiple accounts, remember why you started in the first place. Yes, it's to make money, but it's deeper than that. It's probably to retire your parents. It's probably to buy a house, to take your girlfriend out, things like that. Like, don't forget your why. It's very important, and you're going to need to remember it constantly because trading is going to be up and down. Trust me. And it's going to be very rough, especially when you're losing money. So keep your head up. But yeah, staying motivated. I wrote some notes here, so I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, staying disciplined during tough market conditions. Remember, trading is a skill, and with every skill, when you're learning a skill and you're struggling with something, that's an opportunity to learn, right? When you go on a losing streak in trading, you journal and you learn from it, right? Every time I've had a losing streak, I've become a better trader, right? Every trader is going to go through a losing streak no matter what. And it's funny because every time I have a losing streak, I promise you, either I go on a winning streak or I get a payout. Something good always comes out of that. But yeah, every time you blow an account, don't just start the next one. Learn from it. What did you do right? What did you do wrong? Don't just, okay, boom, let me swipe my credit card, buy another prop from account. No. Take a break, reflect. What did you do right? What did you do wrong? What am I going to do differently this next time? And do it differently. Learn. Never stop being a student in trading. Never stop journaling because journaling is a way to learn from yourself. That's why a bunch of traders talk about it. Another thing, the key to success is progress, slow progress. Remember, if you're serious about trading, You're in it long term, and long term success is built off of small wins, slow wins, right? If you're in trading for long term, why are you rushing results? Why? If in 10 years you're going to be doing the same thing, you don't need to rush results. What you do need to rush is the learning, the process, right? I heard this quote that was like, it went something like, if you failed 40 times before you finally won, how quick would you be to fail, right? How quick would you be to get into the action, to learn? Very quick if you know you're going to succeed. And let me tell you this, I'm telling you, if you can put something in your head that you truly want, you truly believe you can get it, there is no reason to why you can't do it. I'm telling you, put your mind to something and you will succeed. But it's going to be hard. Okay, it's not going to be easy. And another tip is focus. Bro, you're not going to succeed at anything without focus. And in the world that we live in today, focus is going to be something that is very valuable, because this right here is a huge distraction and it's very addictive. So focus up, put your mind to it, take every day, day by day, right? One step in front of the other. Keep going. But you got this. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. If you want to trade live with me or work with me, link is below. And thank you for watching.